features of management accounting. This is also one of the most important area. What are the features of management accounting, right? So when you talk about the features, the characteristic features of management accounting, the first one is the management accounting is future oriented. How it is future oriented? When you compare with financial accounting, where we discussed that the financial accounting provides only the historical data which will be used by management accounting for planning the future. So hence, for anticipating the future and making proper planning for the future, hence we consider the management accounting is a future oriented accounting, right? So the future of, see, as we have already discussed, like the business success or survival is basically depends upon two most important variable. One is selling, another one is anticipation, predicting the future. So future planning, future anticipation is very, very important. We must be look ahead. We must forecast, we must see in the future what kind of situations we come across and how to plan, right? So that's the reason why management accounting is a future oriented accounting. Next, greater emphasis would be on the nature of various elements of cost. The emphasis would be the nature of various elements of cost. So here we understand the nature of expenses, what kind of an expenses we are incurring, right? Nature of various element of cost, right? So cost is refers to the expenditure. So our most important concern would be the expenditure and what is the nature of that particular expenditure, whether it is a manufacturing or production expenditure, or it is an administration, or it is a selling and distribution. We must understand the nature. Why we need to understand the nature? In order to plan for the future, right? Suppose if you have financial data which is providing information that you have incurred the expenditure in the various areas pertaining to production, pertaining to administration, pertaining to selling and distribution, then you will analyze the data of expenditure and you try to reduce the expenditure. How you can reduce the expenditure? By applying efficient manager, efficient standard operating procedure, SOPs, right? So like that, you will plan, you will analyze the future, analyze the past expenses, then only you will plan for your future. So that's the reason why greater emphasis would be on nature of cost, nature of expenditure. Then, see, the word science and art is very important. Wherever you go, you will find this word science and art. Accounting is also science and art. So management accounting also science and art. So the word we are very much used as a synonym for the accounting is science and art, because accounting contains the features of both science as well as art. What is science and what is art, we must understand. See, already you are aware. Science is based on facts, right? Whereas art is based on subjective judgment of the forecaster, right? So science is based on the facts. Facts in the sense, the fact is fact, that's all. Across the globe, the same fact will be accepted without any, in a different way of understanding, without any dilution in the meaning, right? The same fact, right? So science is the exact facts based, whereas art is the subjective judgment of the forecaster or interpreter. Suppose history comes under the category of arts. What XYZ ruler has done in the past, it is a subjective judgment of the person who analyzed that, right? What are his objectives while analyzing? Some people suggest one ruler was a cruel, some people suggest he was a very just ruler. Is based on the who is what we call taking the decision, that is subject to judgment. Art, if you take painting, designs, or all those things are based on the subject to judgment of the people who looked at it, right? So that's the reason why the word science and art will be included for accounting, as it contains the features of both. That is, it is based on exact principles, exact facts, as well as it is subject to judgment of the reader even, right? Suppose if you are you have some data of the cost data or a financial accounting data. Now you have a management accountant. Management accountant X can read the data in a different way. Management accounting Y can read the data in a different way and make a different decisions. So that comes under the category of sciences, arts, as it is a subject to judgment of the reader. Suppose the new management accounting don't have good knowledge of the management accounting, still he has become the management accountant, then the decisions may not be prudent. But suppose if an existing management accounting having expertized knowledge, he has seen all those kind of an accounting information, then such kind of a person make a prudent decision, because it is a subjective judgment of the person. That is the most important. Right? Next, it is an aid to decision making. Already this we have studied under the objectives, like aid, in the sense what management accounting will also play a very important role in providing information to whom? Management. For what sake? For making decisions. So that's the reason why we use the word, it is an aid to make decisions, right? So this is one of the most important feature of management accounting. Next, non-monetary variables taken into account. See, when you talk about financial accounting and cost accounting, there you will be provided with only monetary variables. Any pertaining to money or money's terms will be provided, right? Monetary values will be given importance, whereas non-monetary values will not be considered. But whereas management accounting even consider the non-monetary variables. What are those non-monetary variables, sir? The non-monetary variables comes under the category consist of efficiency of the workers. Efficiency of the workers is not a monetary term. It will not be recorded in cost accounting or what we call financial accounting, but management accountant will see what is the efficiency of the worker. What is the efficiency of the machinery we have? Is the machineries are capable to produce more goods and services? Is the labor force is capable to take more burden and produce the goods and services? This is comes under the non-monetary variables. As well as what will be the government decisions down the line? Will the decisions of the government will have an impact on our decisions? So this is also non-monetary variable, right? Then what is the market condition? Is it a suitable market to produce the goods and services? Is it a time to sell the product, right? Is it what is in case of this pandemic situation of this COVID-19, what is happening? It is not a suitable market to sell the products, because public are facing a lot of deficiency with regards to earnings. They don't have a lot of money to apply on their luxuries. So that's the reason why luxury products are not having that much of demand down the line right now in this pandemic situation. So that's the reason why management accounting has to see the future and decide the market conditions, right? Government decisions. So, and the decisions taken by one government will have an impact on the other governments. So all these factors which comes under the category of non-monetary variables will be considered by the management accountant, right? This is the most important, which is not there in case of financial accounting and cost accounting. Then focus on cause and effects relationship. This is very important. Cause and effect relationship, you must understand what are the causes, what are the effects. So this is the most important. Management accounting will give high priority to this cause and effect. He will look into the past, he search the past, he will find out the effects and causes, right? What kind of a decision business has taken, what kind of an impact on the product demand and product quality, product durability will be analyzed. So cause and effect relationship must be analyzed by the management accounting, which is a very, very important area of understanding. So that's the reason why we have taken in the features of management accounting. Next, not bound by any specific rule. Like in case of cost accounting and financial accounting, there are specific rules and regulations or guidelines are there that should be followed in case of cost and financial accounting. Whereas for management accounting, there is no such rules and regulations. The data is available. However, he want to use the data, that is up to the subjective judgment, which we used already. Subjective judgment as an art, subjective judgment of the interpreter as a user, right? So how he want to use the data to make a good decision, that depends upon the users of the information. So that's the reason why the management accounting is not bound by any specific rule and strict and rigid guidelines. It can follow any procedure. It can convert the data any way it wants, but the data should be in a position to be utilized for making the decision. If your decisions are wrong, then you will be in peril situation. So that's the reason why the data will be used very optimally, very correctly. Next and most important, functions of management. See, features of management, functions of management, advantages, disadvantages, some of the advantages, limitations. Some points you will find repetitive. Don't get bored, but we need to incorporate such points. Without incorporating, we cannot understand the subject. That's the reason why some points are repetitive. Please bear in mind. Planning and forecasting. Already this was understood, planning and forecasting. So as I told you, some items will be repetitive items, right? So functions, the most important function of the management accounting is to plan and forecast, look into the future, right? See, when regarding planning and forecasting, I remember I saw a documentary of Bugatti, one of the most reputed Italian bike manufacturing company. When I saw the documentary, the engineer who designs the bikes there, they gave an interview. They stated in the documentary that we are designing now what will be liked, what will be what we call given preference after 2 years. So we are planning, we are forecasting what kind of a features in a particular bike will be liked by the customers after 2 years. Those features now we are incorporating, whereby we can launch the product within 2 years. So if you don't anticipate, you cannot run the business. So anticipation, that is forecasting, planning, looking into the future, is very essential area of business. So one of the most important functions of the management. Then modification of data. Already we have discussed this modification of data. See, data is available with the management accountant. How he wants to use the data, in whatever way he wants to convert the data, whatever way he wants to repeat the data for his decision making process. So that is most important. So modification data plays a very, very important role, right? So it depends upon the subjective judgment of the interpreter, that is user of the data. Then financial analysis and interpretation. We need to make our financial analysis, right? What is financial status of the organization? We need to analyze the financial, all the areas, how we are sound, SWOT analysis, you might be doing strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat SWOT analysis you need to do, right? And you need to interpret the financial analysis, then you can make a proper decision. This comes under the category of one of the most important functions, that is analysis of financial data. Next, managerial control. This is also very important. Controlling, I told you, you will find more number of times. So this is what managerial control, right? How managerial control will be done. Control refers to standard operating procedure. If you have any SOP, standard operating procedure, that will be controlled. If you have any management, what we call programs, procedures, that should be followed, that should be controlled, right? All the managerial controls comes under the category of management accounting functions, right? Next. Communication of management information, like communication plays an important role here. See, the data will not exist at one point. The data will be scattered in different departments. Like production data will be there in the production department. Stores data will be there in the stores department. HR, employees benefit expenses data will be there in the HR department. Finance data will be there in the finance department. Like store, then marketing, selling and distribution department, there is marketing department data will be there in the marketing department. Like that, the data will be available in various what we call places. It is the management accounting has to communicate the data, in the sense from those sources he has to get the data. Proper communication he must have the with regards to data. Once he get the data, then only he can filterize and he can reuse the data as per his required manner. So communication of data from various sources, various departments is quite essential part. Use of non-monetary information, already we have discussed. Non-monetary information is very, very essential. Like government policies, competitors' decisions, right? Then international market conditions, all those comes under the category of non-monetary information. So that information is one of the most important area, right? Then coordination. There must be high degree of coordination and cooperation among the various departments. If the coordination, cooperation does not exist, it will be difficult for the management accountant to make a decision. Then strategic decision making. See, the most important two words you will find, that is strategy and plan. What is strategy and what is plan, you must understand. You might be having one paper down the line if you do MBA, strategic management. So strategy is different from planning. What is plan? Plan is a mere plan, that's all. We have made a plan. What is the plan? Before the commencement of exam, all the students will make a plan. We will study so many hours, so many subjects for so many allocations and everything done. But hardly we, what we call, apply. But whereas in case of strategy, that is a mere plan, that's all. Whereas in case of strategy, strategy is refers to when plan is followed by an action. That is called a strategy. Strategy is not the mere plan. It will be followed by an action. The word strategy is first started to be used by armed forces. Army is started using the word strategy because before they go for a fight or war with others, they will make all entire strategical procedures followed and rules and regulations, and they will understand the situation, then they will attack on the enemy, right? So strategy word is first started to be used by armed forces. Then the word strategy is adopted by business houses, business organization. Then they will start using the strategy word. So strategy is plan followed by an action. Plan is only a plan. There is no compulsion of action. Information is the most important. We have already discussed in communication. Information availability should be there. All the information should be provided to the concerned people to farm or make a proper decision. So now advantages of management accounting. So functions of management accounting is done. Now advantages. What are the merits, advantages of management? Some of the features, bear in mind, some of the features will become advantages, some of the features will become disadvantages. Again, repetitive items will come, don't worry. Management need for information. Advantages is what? It will very advantageous for need for information. The management accounting will provide information, collecting data from the various departments, putting data in a particular format, procedure, and converting data as per the relevant and requirement of the organization, right? Presume that if I wanted to give an example, like what is the expenditure incurred on purchase of certain materials, right? Suppose stores, in the stores department there is some material, then suppose the chief executive officer wanted to know what is the volume, that is volume of data, volume of material is available in the stores department. How it can be ascertained? It will be, report should be generated by stores department. Stores department will say that we have so many XYZ number of units, like 1 lakh units of material. Then what is the cost of that material, right? So stores department even will provide the information about the cost of the material. The most important is how we have financed the purchase of this material. That is most important. Did we take the money of the organization? Did we take any loans? Right? Or we have, when we have taken loans, which type of loan? It is a short-term or long-term loan. So all this information you need to know. For 1 lakh unit of purchase of material, we applied, let's say 10 lakh rupees. How we have financed? How we can get this data? Do we get this data from the stores department? Of course not. We get the data for the finance department. Finance department will submit the report stating that out of this 10 lakhs, 7 lakhs is a loan, 3 lakhs, 7 lakhs is a long-term loan, 3 lakhs is a short-term loan, or 6 lakhs is a loan, long-term, 3 lakhs short-term, 1 lakh is a business firm's money. So like this segregation. So these reports will be generated by taking the data from the various departments and as per the requirement of the organization. That is the duty of the management accountant, to prepare the suitable formats, suitable reports. Efficient planning and effective organization. Of course, the management accounting will be a efficient planning and effective organization, right? So if you have management accounting, the advantage is you can efficiently plan everything and effectively you can run the organization. That kind of an advantage you will avail if you have management accounting. Next, service to customers. See, when you have management accounting system, then you can provide good quality service to your customers, right? Nowadays, proper customer service is very important. If you don't provide proper customer service, then you cannot run the organization. Customers will opt for the alternatives. They will purchase from others. So that's the reason why customer service is also very, very important. Next, increase in efficiency. Of course, one of the most important advantage of management accounting is efficiency of the organization will increase in production, in delivery, in customer satisfaction, in management, everything, right? In maximum profit. Of course, when there is an increase in the efficiency, what will happen? Ultimately, it will have an impact on the profitability. Profits will be increasing, right? So maximum profitability can be earned through management accounting is one of the advantages. Industrial relation. Once you have management accounting, you can have industrial relations. You can have relation with many producers, manufacturers, many other industrialists, right? You can maintain such good relations if you are enhancing the management accounting system. Clear? So these management accounting will maintain the relations with all the industry people, that will have an advantage. Control, as I told you, control you will find everywhere, right? Management accounting is one of the most important advantages. It will control the operations of the business, right? So it will decrease the excessive usage of money, reduce the wastage, and all those things will be controlled, right? Next, contribution to society. Of course, management accounting will contribute to the society in the form of corporate social responsibility. When you earn more profit, of course, you will apply the profit in giving somewhere return to the contribute to the society, right? So that's the reason why it is contribution to society. Management accounting is one of them. Now we will understand the limitations or demerits or drawbacks, right? Or disadvantages, one and only same. Limitations. Limitations of management accounting under the dependent on accounting information. This is the most important limitation. Depend upon the information of accounting. So if that, see, there is a saying in the public domain that if you garbage in, garbage out, if you put raw material, what we call defective raw material, your ultimate product will be defective. So that's the reason why garbage in, garbage out is a saying is there. That's the reason why if your accounting data is incorrect, it is not correct, then your output of the management accounting is also incorrect. Because when you put wrong data, it will of course give you wrong results. So that's the reason why dependency will be more on accounting data like financial accounting and cost. That is one of the most important limitations. Next, subjectivity. It is also very important limitation. Till now we were discussing subjective judgment, subjective judgment of the person. If you appoint wrong person at the right place, then he will make his subjective judgment that will have an adverse impact on the productivity and organization growth and success and survival. Hence, subjectivity is very, very important limitation. How you will judge the data. Some people will judge in different ways, other people will judge in a different way. So the judging the data is very important. Interdependency of disciplines. So here it is interdependent. It is not an isolated area of understanding. It is interdependent because, as I told you, it has to gather information from all the department like production department, marketing department, sales department, and marketing department like stores department, then accounting and finance department. So it is interlinked, interdependency is there. One data goes wrong, it will have another impact on other data even. So that's the reason why there will be a high degree of interdependency with regards to considered as one of the limitations of management. Next, not substitute to management. See, management accounting cannot be taken as a substitute for the managers. If you have good management accounting system, then you cannot substitute with the managers. So managers or management is, it cannot be management accounting used as substitute for this. We require managers, management who make the proper decisions. Besides that, we require management accounting to provide the information, not to play as a substitute role. It will supplement, it will add on to management, but not as a substitute to management, right? It is in addition to management, not in place of management. Depend on level of execution, how you are executing. It is what is the level of your execution, how long you are capable of executing the plans framed and determined by the management accounting. That is also one of the limitations, right? So execution may be difficult, sometimes maybe not wise, maybe financially very unhealthy for the organization, like it will be more expensive, expenditure will be expensive, burden will be there on the organization. Evolutionary stage. See, till now management accounting is at the basic stage. It's the beginning stage. Still it has to cross many stages to become a full end subject, right? So it is at evolutionary stage. It is at the beginning stage. That is one of the limitations. expensive. See, appointing management accounting, maintaining that all data information of management, that is a very expensive job for the organization. So all the organization will not take up this management accounting, because to reduce the expenditure, some big organization may take up, but it is still, it is available in only big organizations. So it is an expensive in nature. That is one of the limitations. Non-quantitative factors. So as we have discussed, non-monetary values will be considered. So that's the reason why all quantitative factors will not be there. Some non-quantitative factors, cannot measurable factors will also there, like efficiency of the labor, efficiency of the machinery, right? So time duration consumed for the getting the material. So all these are non-quantitative factors.